All right, welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz, everybody. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard. Who's ready for some live local music? All right, yeah. With me right now, you've seen him here before, one of the most popular musicians that I've ever had on the show, Mr. Cowboy Curtis Alexander. How's it going?
Great, Chuck. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, nice to see you. Now, during the commercial break, we might have got you a gig.
Wow, great.
If you guys are going down to the Fulton Mall for that Rock the Autism show, they had a cancellation. I think we might have filled it with Curtis.
All right.
I think the young people out there, Curtis, would just love the way you play. Now, you play old-time country and western.
Old-time country and western.
Now, why do you play old-time country and western as opposed to the new country?
Because it told more of a story. I thought the substance of the lyrics were a lot better. And I just like that style.
Well, now they're singing about badonky donk and stuff like that. Yeah. I get it.
You can't beat Hank Williams' lyrics, Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard. We're going to feature some Merle Haggard and Buck Owens.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't Merle Haggard just cancel his show here in Fresno because no one bought any tickets?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, his show is canceled.
Whoa.
Yeah, from low ticket sales.
Wow. Merle's getting up there in age, so maybe he's losing it.
Well, maybe he's just getting a little bit more cantankerous, right?
He's mellowed out more as he got older.
Yeah, he has, because he was kind of cantankerous when he was younger.
Cantankerous, spent some time in jail.
Yeah? Wasn't he in jail with Johnny Cash?
No, well, he was in prison when Johnny Cash came to do a concert.
That's right.
Right, and it changed Merle's life because Merle was going nowhere in prison, and he was so impressed with Johnny Cash, he decided to go straight, and the rest is history.
So Johnny Cash plays a concert in Folsom State Prison. Yeah. Merle Haggard's in there doing some hard time.
This was San Quentin, so he did.
San Quentin.
He did a lot of prisons. Folsom was one of them, but Merle was in San Quentin.
What was he in there for?
Robbing a liquor store, attempted robbery.
Did he ever write a song about it?
He wrote a song as a tribute to his mom because she supported him even though he went astray. And we're going to do that song called
I robbed a liquor store, so I wrote a story about my mom.
No, but her support. He did more than rob liquor stores. He did
apparently she wasn't supporting him enough.
He ran away from home. He did joyriding, but she was still supporting her son no matter what. She's loved him. And when he made it big and set his life straight, he wrote a song as a tribute to him.
And what was that song called?
Mama Tried.
You going to do that one right now?
I'll do that one right now.
All right, Cowboy Curtis Alexander, everybody.
First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and the youngin's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound, and no one could change my mind but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild, my mama seemed to know what lay in store. Despite all my Sunday learning, toward the bed I kept on turning till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. I turned 21 in prison, doing a life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Dear old Daddy, rest his soul, left my mom a heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Mama tried.
Cowboy Curtis Alexander. Do you do home parties or anything?
Yes, local home parties, churches, a lot of church programs for love offering, private parties, cafes.
Because you do a lot of gospel songs too,
gospel
right?
songs, yes.
Some cowboy gospel
Cowboys
songs.
gospel, country gospels.
Yeah, and so what does it cost to get Cowboy Curtis Alexander over for a night?
Well, $50, but for the churches, that's not much. And then I sell CDs, and I have a tip box out.
And a tip box.
Yes, right. Churches, we do a love offering. They pass the collection plate, and then sell my CDs after.
The good old love offering.
Love offering, yes.
All right. So what are you going to do? A gospel song for us now?
Well, let's do one. Okay. Here's one Hank made famous called From Jerusalem to Jericho. It's about the parable of the Good Samaritans. If anybody knows the Bible. They were despised by the Jews, and then Jesus was saying, who is your neighbor? And the message was, everyone is your neighbor, because all the Jewish people walked past this person who was beaten up and robbed, and it was a Samaritan who came to his aid. So it's called From Jerusalem to Jericho. From Jerusalem to Jericho, a long and lonely road, a certain man was set upon and robbed of all his gold. They stripped him and they beat him and they left him there for dead. Who was it then that came along and bathed this aching head? Tell me who, tell me who, tell me who was his neighbor kind and true. From Jerusalem to Jericho, we're traveling every day, and many are the fallen ones that lie along the way. From Jerusalem to Jericho, a certain priest came by. He heard the poor man calling, but he could not heed his cry. He drew his robes about him, then quickly walked away. Who was it then that came along and ministered that day? Tell me who, tell me who, tell me who was his neighbor kind and true. From Jerusalem to Jericho, we're traveling every day, and many are the fallen ones that lie along the way. From Jerusalem to Jericho, the wounded man did lay. Along came then a Samaritan who was despised, they say. He ministered unto the man, then he took him in. He paid his fare and told the host to take good care of him. Tell me who, tell me who, tell me who was his neighbor kind and true. From Jerusalem to Jericho, we're traveling every day, and many are the fallen ones that lie along the way.
All right, Curtis Alexander is here. How you doing, buddy?
Great, good to be back.
Now, you're going to close out the show for us this week with a little bit of good old country music.
Yes, Bakersfield style.
Now, Bakersfield style, you got to be talking about who? Buck Owens?
Buck Owens, Merle Haggard.
Okay, and the first song you're going to be doing for us?
We're going to do Tiger by the Tail.
Ooh, one of my favorite Buck Owens songs.
Yeah, and I want to make one quick note. Last time we mentioned I played churches, private parties, cafes, but I also do mobile homes, mobile park homes, senior homes, and nursing homes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Cowboy Curtis Alexander.
Okay, here we go. I've got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. I won't be much when you get through with me. I'm a losing weight and turning mighty pale. Looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. Well, I thought the day I met you, you were meek as a lamb, just the kind that fit my dreams and plans. Now the pace we're living takes the wind from my sail. Looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. I got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. Won't be much when you get through with me. I'm a losing weight and turning mighty pale. Looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. Well, every night you drag me where the bright lights are found. There ain't no way to slow you down. I'm about as helpless as a leaf in the gale. Looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. I've got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. I won't be much when you get through with me. I'm a losing weight and turning mighty pale. Looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. Looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. All right. Yeah. Last time we talked about Merle Haggard being in San Quentin, and Johnny Cash influenced him. He was so impressed. And then when Merle started making it big, Johnny heard that Merle was one of the inmates there, and he said, "Hey, Merle, I like what you're doing. You need to go public. Let them know you were in the big yard because the tabloids are going to eat you up. So do some songs about prison. So Merle took his advice, and you know the rest is history. Here's one called Branded Man. Talks about how difficult it is to get back into society once you get out of prison. I'd like to hold my head up and be proud of who I am, but they won't let my secret go untold. I paid the debt I owed them, but they're still not satisfied. Now I'm a branded man out in the cold. When they let me out of prison, I held my head up high, determined I would rise above the shame. But no matter where I'm living, a black mark follows me. I'm branded with the number on my name. I'd like to hold my head up and be proud of who I am, but they won't let my secret go untold. I paid the debt I owed them, but they're still not satisfied. Now I'm a branded man out in the cold. If I live to be 100, I guess they'll never clear my name, 'cause everybody knows I've been in jail. No matter where I travel, I got to tell them where I've been, or they'll send me back to prison if I fail. I'd like to hold my head up and be proud of who I am, but they won't let my secret go untold. I paid the debt I owed them, but they're still not satisfied. Now I'm a branded man out in the cold. Now I'm a branded man out in the cold. Thank you, thank you. If I live to be 100, I guess they'll never clear my name, 'cause everybody knows I've been in jail. No matter where I travel, I got to tell them where I've been, or they'll send me back to prison if I fail. I'd like to hold my head up and be proud of who I am, but they won't let my secret go untold. I paid the debt I owed them, but they're still not satisfied. Now I'm a branded man out in the cold. I like to hold my head up